guys like
Coming up.
I would try to be like the Dexter of vampires.
So you're saying the Riddler is QAnon?
Yeah. Oh, and no. She filed for a divorce.
How much money would it take for you to sport a bowl cut?
See that's the thing that drives me batshit crazy.
To watch out, Will Smith might come up here. He's gonna come get you.
Recording in progress.
You like your panties?
How do you want to start our pod on the Batman? Actually, you know what? I got a good way to start this. I think what were your thoughts on Batman going into the movie? How did you think of Batman?
I mean, going in, I was never a fan of the older Batmans. I like the Christian Bale Batmans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like a huge Batman fan, but I don't like hate Batman. I figured it was worth at least a watch. So, but yeah, I mean, going in, no, I was a little worried about Robert Pattinson.
A lot of people were. I really like him as an actor, but so what were you like skeptical on?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know of another. I mean, I guess you consider this an action movie, but there wasn't a whole hell of a lot of action.
Yeah, it's more like a detective thriller kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, and so I mean, I guess that was my thing because Batman fights people, and
put that on the poster. Batman fights people.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I was gonna say the same thing. It was like he was a detective. That's a movie.
Yeah, see, and that's what I really like about Batman. Like in the comics, he's the world's greatest detective, but in the movies, he never detects shit.
Yeah, so that's what never known that.
That's what I really liked about the movie is that it was actually a detective movie with him.
Okay, I did not know that.
You see,
Yeah,
and that's what most movies
it.
would lead you to believe that he just fucking suits up and kicks dudes' asses.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say so.
I should have got like the boom pow bam from the old Batman on the soundboard.
Yeah, that shit drives me nuts.
I should have sent you. People did an edit of this movie. I'll put it in here in the podcast, and they took Adam West from the old Batman TV series and made him do like the Batman scenes using like deep fakes from this movie, and added him in there and added his voice and shit. It's actually pretty interesting.
Wow. That would be interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of work for probably a little payoff, but I thought it was a cool video.
Yeah, I mean if you got time, then sure, roll for it. You know, seems like a lot of work, like you said.
We should eventually when that technology gets like so easy to use, and maybe it's already there. We should put out like like Iron Man, but like a Pleeka version where we deep fake you as Robert Downey Jr. like the entire movie.
Yeah. Sure.
Or have like
cool.
have like the Hess version of the MCU, and every movie you just play every character in all the Marvel movies as deep fakes.
They used to. Well, there was a website called Jib Jab where you could like clip out pictures of your face.
Oh, I kind of remember that. I feel like we did something about that.
It was like greeting cards and stuff. Like it's usually like Happy Holidays and stuff, and like yeah. But what I guess I have a question. What did you think of Catwoman?
Zoe Kravitz Catwoman. I liked her. I felt like she's a little weird in this. I feel like you could have probably cut some of it out and the movie would have been fine. Yeah. But I liked her. I mean, she's getting her own spinoff on HBO Max, so we're gonna see a lot more of her. But I liked her for the most part.
I don't know. She just annoyed me in this movie.
Really? She annoyed? What about her annoyed you?
I think it's just her love for cats. I mean, she had all those cats in her house. Because I'm sitting there going, I'm like, this is disgusting. I'm like, you know, he goes over and there's just cats all over. I have a thing for strays. Yeah, no shit, you dumb ding dong.
You got a lot of cats.
I have a thing about strays.
I guess she just wasn't needed. I did enjoy how they like tied in like the mob. So here's my question. Another question. Is Gotham City supposed to be like Chicago?
Yeah, and then I think they filmed it actually in Chicago too, just like the Nolan films.
Okay,
they filmed those in
like
Chicago
for whatever
too.
reason, I've always felt like Gotham City is supposed to be Chicago.
Yeah, I feel like it is.
I never knew if I was right or wrong. I thought
You know, that's
maybe
kind of impressive,
this
actually,
was
because I feel like I can never, unless it's like a fake New York, I feel like I can never really see a city in like in a movie and then like connect it to a real one. So I'm impressed by that.
I appreciate it. And then my other thing is I mean, with all the amount of rain, you would have thought this was shot in Seattle. I mean, it felt like it was raining all the time.
I mean,
All the time. Every fucking scene, it was pouring down rain and raining. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you'd think they're in Seattle. But see, I don't necessarily think it is supposed to be set in Chicago because
well, no, because it's Gotham, so it's like I think that's like fake
Okay.
Chicago.
Okay, well, but Riddler, when he set off those bombs, he said it was on the eastern seaboard. So Chicago is not connected to an ocean.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's
So I
where they
wonder-
also
I wonder-
get. What do you think about that? That's where a lot of people actually get mad about this movie. Is they say that part came out of nowhere and it was like, what the fuck is this? And then there's a bunch of Riddlers running around. You know. What do you think about like that little bit after he's caught?
According to this, it is based off of New York City.
Oh. Well, maybe it's just because they did film it actually in Chicago that it feels that way then.
It just says Gotham City is traditionally depicted as being located in the U.S. state of New Jersey. Gotham's look and atmosphere was primarily influenced by New York City and Chicago,
Oh, well, there you go.
although it was designed to be more generally resemble any major U.S. city.
Oh, so it's supposed to look vague and plain, so then we could be like, oh, it's Chicago. Oh, it's Seattle. Oh, it's Denmark.
Doesn't look anything like Phoenix because we are not getting that amount of rain. Sorry. So, you know.
That'd be fucking crazy. Our houses would be flooding.
Well, ask your question one more time, please. I heard it, but I want to make sure I got it all.
That's good because I forgot my question too. So that ending bit after the Riddler's caught and everything blows up, and then there's a bunch of Riddlers fighting and all that. What'd you think about that ending part of the movie?
I thought it was pretty wild. It's not necessarily. I can see something like that happening, like in real world. I mean it.
Well, yeah, he got
depending on
together
who
with like
you-
500 little friends, and they were all like, "Oh, we're sad. We're gonna
Well,
kill people."
They didn't get together. It was all online.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is they got together online,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
At the end, all those dudes come together.
But I mean, you can kind of compare it to when the people stormed the Capitol a couple of years ago.
oh shit, getting political over here.
I mean, I'm not going political, but I mean that it kind of is what happened. I mean,
Maybe some influence a little.
people talking online, people, and then they, let's go. But I thought, I don't know what
Do you think
that dude's in.
so? You're saying the Riddler is QAnon?
He could be.
Oh shit! I like this theory. I like where you're going here.
It could be. I thought the I don't know who played the Riddler. I've never seen him in anything, but
Paul
I thought he
Dano.
was pretty good being a creepo,
Yeah, he's a great actor.
just like a straight nutbag.
Yeah. Oh, but the
And
part when
then
he's like
what-
freaking out and he's like, "This wasn't how it was supposed to happen," and starts
Yeah.
screaming.
Where did they get that suit at the dollar store? Thought it was pretty generic looking.
It is very like it's a good like little villainous suit, but then once you see like a ton of people in it, you're like, oh yeah, you could probably easily duplicate this and make this on your own, and this is kind of cheesy.
I mean, I guess that's what it's supposed to be. I mean, I'm guessing he's not like the super rich.
yeah, I
Batman,
guess that's his thing.
but
He's the
still,
orphan who
I'm just
didn't
like,
get shit.
Jesus Christ, like this thing looks super generic. But I mean, I liked the Riddler. I thought it was cool. I didn't necessarily like the fact that Batman answered all the riddles, like almost immediately. Like there was no chance.
That's
to,
another
like,
thing actually that gets some criticism of the movie, or people criticize it for, is that they said the riddles were too easy, because Batman figures them out right away, and then I guess a lot of people
there's
did.
no chance to even decipher it and like see if you can figure it out. It's like he reads James is reading the card, and then Batman's like, vengeance. Like as soon as it's like, cool, I'm glad you did that for us. But yeah, I was like a little disappointed. I'm like, it's the Riddler. I mean, like, we're supposed to figure out the riddles. Like, at least give us like 5 to 10 seconds, for God's sakes. I mean,
Well, maybe
You know?
because I saw the actor Paul Dano who plays the Riddler. He's writing a graphic novel that's a prequel to this movie. So maybe in his writing, in his graphic novel, maybe there'll be some good riddles for us.
Interesting.
I have no idea when that comes out. It could be out already. No idea. But I saw that was a thing.
I don't know. Paul Dano? What's his name?
Paul Dano, yeah.
Paul Dano.
Yeah, he's in a lot of shit. He's really good.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him.
So like, you've never seen like Little Miss Sunshine?
I have. It's been years.
He's the guy in that. If you remember, the one that like wants to be a pilot and then he's colorblind.
I don't remember it. I don't remember it that detailed.
Okay.
It's got the little girl in it, right?
Yeah. And like the family's going on a road trip. I think
Steve
Carell's in it.
Giamatti or something like that,
I don't know. You know what? Let me look at the IMDb for Little Miss Sunshine. Let me see who the fuck's in this
I'm
movie.
pretty sure I know which one you're talking about. I mean, he doesn't look anything like this to me.
He looks a little bit like that when he is at the coffee shop and like they slam him down and he gives Batman that little smile that's kind of like, I kind of want to fuck you a little bit, Batman.
Oh, he was in There Will Be Blood. Oh, he's the same age as me.
Oh, are you Paul Dano?
1994. It says he was in The Sopranos.
Really?
It says he was Patrick Whale.
Okay.
I gotta look this up.
I was just gonna say I gotta Google a picture of this. Paul Dano is in The Sopranos. Paul Dano in. Watch, Nick's gonna hear this and be like, "I told you guys he was in The Sopranos. I showed you a picture of him in The Sopranos."
He's this little bitty guy.
Oh yeah.
He was like AJ's friend. It looks like.
That's interesting. I don't remember that at all.
This guy.
Wow.
He had like the full blown like bowl cut. Patrick Whalen.
How much money would it take for you to sport a bowl cut?
I mean, I would do it just to do it.
You'd do it just to do it? I think you should try to rock a bowl cut and see what that's like.
I mean, I had one as a kid growing up.
Really?
You
should try to find a picture of that. That'd be interesting to see. Especially, I would like to see what kid.
I'm almost positive I have.
We could do like a whole episode of like your childhood.
But see, I had the bowl cut, but I parted it down the middle.
Oh,
so,
fuck. I feel like that kind of makes you like a cooler dude, you know?
Yeah, I was more like along the time, like JTT, a lot of, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
That'd be really interesting to see. I'm kind of curious what that looks like.
I did like how they tied in the mob. I thought that was cool. I mean, it just intrigued me more. I thought the John Tortorella, it's not John Tortorella, I know that's not his name. That's a hockey coach. But he was in The Night Of, so I'm like, oh, fuck, I know who he is. And
yeah.
The Penguin was Colin Farrell, who looked, goddamn.
Yeah, that was incredible.
I wonder how long it took to put that mask / makeup on every day. Or did he just get super fucking fat for this role?
I know. I think he did gain a little bit of weight. He might have gained probably not all the weight. But let me see. I can figure out how long did it take. Let's see. How? Oh, well, there's an answer out there, but apparently it's hard to find. You got to read a whole interview and shit. And
So I had asked. Obviously, you said they are gonna make another one.
Yes, they are making Batman 2: Electric Boogaloo.
But see, and the other thing that annoyed me about Catwoman, she's like, "Come with me," like, bitch. He's not leaving Gotham. Like, why are you gonna ask that question?
No, I did think that was like, of course she's got to leave, so she has to ask him to come with because, of course, they're together and ever. But it is dumb. Like, there's no way in hell this guy's leaving Gotham to come fucking hang out with you and hang out with all your cats.
I mean, it would be interesting to see. I mean, if, like, let's just say like they didn't plan on making another one, and then like I would have been okay, like if him. Like going,
if they went off together and hung out.
Yeah.
Would he still have to be Batman with her, or is he done after this?
No, he's gonna be Batman.
Oh, he's still gonna be. Did you like? I like that he's Batman like the entire fucking movie basically. Like you kind of forget it's Robert Pattinson and you're just looking at Batman.
So did well, there wasn't a. I mean, and I thought it was like super moody, dark. Like moody comes to mind. Like there was a lot of Nirvana music.
The music in this was great.
Yeah, I like the music a lot. But it was just like dark and like moody. Like it's moody just kept coming to mind the whole time when I'm watching it, and I'm like, I mean, he looked like Uncle fucking Fester, for God's sakes. I mean, like, here, I'm gonna hold on. I meant to send this to you real quick. Hold on. Like, there were times where I'm just like, holy ball sacks, dude. Like, this dude looks like Uncle Fester.
There's a certain scene where he's like watching the news and he twists the dial down from his music and he's like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" And he just has the fucking eyeliner on. He looks just fucking like that.
That's
Like
what I mean.
exactly.
I know. That's why I was like, what in the hell is going on? Like, why? Like, is he supposed to be like super tired? Hadn't slept for 8 weeks or something? Like,
Maybe that is it too. But so here, that I don't know why that. Because him being in the Batcave, it reminded me. I really like.
and I thought the Batcave was pretty shitty.
Yeah, but I mean this because this is like this is year 2 of him being Batman, so it's got to be a little scummy, so then he can upgrade later
well, see,
on.
I
you
didn't
know?
know all that. No one tells me that.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't put that in the movie. Like they made it a little off. Like when he's not as good as like when he does the bat wing thing, he falls down and shit like that. But they didn't really explain. Yeah, you're right. Much that it is year 2.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
But
I mean, it makes more sense.
yeah,
So Albert did not die then, right?
Alfred.
Alfred, sorry.
But yeah, no, he didn't die. Yeah, no, he's not dead. I thought they were gonna kill him off in the scene too with the blowing him up, and I was like, wow, that's quick. They're just gonna kill off Alfred.
You can't if this is only a second year of being Batman.
That's a different story. It's not your dad's Batman.
See, that's the thing that drives me batshit crazy. Okay, because
I like what you did there, batshit crazy.
Yeah, it really does, though. I mean, honestly, I did not mean to do that, but it really does drive me batshit crazy. I mean, how many fucking times are they gonna remake the storylines to fucking Batman? Like,
yeah.
Well,
that's why I appreciated this one. You don't see his parents die at all. They didn't do that in this one. Thank God.
Well, because in the very beginning, when the Riddler kills the first guy, like the mayor, I thought that was his dad, and I was gonna shut off because I'm like, bullshit. I'm like, I thought his parents died in a fucking alley.
That'd be nuts. I wonder how people would react if like his dad just got beat to death from the Riddler being like singing.
Yeah. Because I'm sitting there, I'm going, I swear to God, I'm shutting it off if that's his fucking father. I'm like, I'm done. I'm like, you can't just change the fucking story. I'm like, I'm not even a huge Batman fan, but everybody fucking knows that, like, his parents got killed in an alley, in a dark alley, shot by someone.
That's funny.
I'm like, if they change that, I'm not even going to finish this.
I wonder if they did that on purpose. Because, like, that never crossed my mind. But I wonder if a lot of other people thought that. And, like, that was, like, the point was for people to be like, is that Batman's dad? I wonder.
Because that's really what I thought. I'm like, this is Batman's dad.
That's funny. Guess,
because, see, like when, was that Riddler looking through like those goggles with like or was that Batman?
In the opening?
Yeah.
I believe it was the Riddler, and then he got into the house later, like sometime past later on. I'm not sure.
But you see it again later, too. The same, like, super, like, zoomed in.
I think it is supposed to be the Riddler still doing that, and that you reminded me. There is also a scene, so maybe this is it. The first time, I think it's the first time when Batman goes to that like big club to go see the Penguin. There's a big outside view of the city, and in the apartment that the Riddler's in, you could see him in there with binoculars watching Batman and stuff. So maybe that is supposed to be him.
Speaking of the club scene, big Blade vibes.
Oh yeah, you could have put that Blade song in there, and it might have made the scene a little better.
It would have.
I might have to edit that and put it on our Instagram. I can't put that on YouTube or I'll put it on TikTok as well because I think that could be a badass scene.
It would be.
I didn't even think about that until now, but damn, that'd be really cool. I like that.
Big Blade vibes. Yeah, I thought they could have. I mean, it was fine, but I guess I had heard a lot of people saying that he was kind of a pussy and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't call him a pussy, but like I said, there wasn't a super amount of action, which I'm fine with. I did like the detective work. I did like that Bernard was in it from Westworld.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
That's who I looked up to see because I'm like, I swear that's him, but I was like, let me just make sure. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie overall. I thought it was a little long. I thought they probably could have cut out
it doesn't need to be this long because because this is like my third time watching it now. Because I watched it in theaters, and then when it came on HBO Max originally, I watched it again. So I was like, okay, it doesn't need to be this long. There is some shit you could cut out of this. I hope the next one's not as long. I mean, I'm not like I hate long movies, but if the next one's this long, at least maybe make it needed to be.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I enjoyed it. I probably won't ever watch it again unless Like, well, Abby didn't watch it with me, and she said she did want to watch it, so I might end up watching it again. But I don't know. 3 hours is a long time.
Yeah, I can see like watching clips of this, like clips of like long scenes, but like just that much time to watch that again is a little insane.
It is. It is a lot. It is a lot. But I liked it. I mean, I'm glad we watched, or I'm glad that we watched it and we did a pod on it. I liked it.
But what do you think about the Joker? Before I forget.
I mean, it was fine.
Yeah, we got it was a little the deleted scene. You get a lot more of him.
Yeah, you do. It's hard to understand them.
Yeah, that is one thing. I know that's another thing. I wish and you can't just have someone walk in and say all this shit. But the guy who makes the movie, Matt Reeves, has gone on to say that like he has a disease where like I forget what it is, like he's permanently smiling and laughing. It's like just an illness he has, and then his face is all fucked up. I don't remember why his face is all fucked up, but it's all like some type of illness, and then he's also Joker. Like he wants to beat you up and put laughing gas on you and shit.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Joker, probably the most iconic villain in of all.
And again, this
movies.
is like the 47th person to play him too.
Yeah, who is this guy? I don't even know who he is.
Barry Keoghan, I think it's how you say his last name. I know him. I believe he's either in Dunkirk or 1917. I always get it mixed up which one he's in.
I want to see both of those.
I believe they're on HBO Max. I also have Dunkirk on Blu-ray if you wanted to borrow it.
Oh, nice.
But what was I gonna say? But he's also, like I text you, he's in Eternals. He's one of the Eternals as well.
Yeah, it was just interesting. I guess I just didn't like Catwoman being like shaved head. I didn't like that.
Oh, see, I kind of liked it because she got a lot of fun wigs. I liked her fun wigs in the movie.
Yeah, I mean they were fine, but wear one all the time for me.
Oh, to watch out, Will Smith might come up here. He's gonna come get you.
Who's Zoe Kravitz? Is she married? I feel like she's married. She's dating like Jason Momoa or something. Married or wasn't she?
No, I think Jason Momoa is like her stepdad or uncle or something.
Oh, is it? Let me see here.
It'd be kind of weird if they're fucking now. I mean, if they want to.
Do you want a blowjob?
But also, while you look that up, did you have any other thoughts of what movie we're gonna do next? Because you said you want to do more movies now. Did you have any ideas? Because I only had one idea that I saw last night, and it's that Ambulance is on Peacock.
I don't even know what Ambulance is.
It's that Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Bay movie.
Oh, that's already on streaming?
Yeah, it's on Peacock. Well, it's on theaters and Peacock, so we could just watch it on Peacock. But
yeah, I'd be down to watch that.
I clicked on Peacock. I was gonna watch it last night, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute. What if we did this for the pod?" I was like, "I'll wait and I'll ask Hess." So you want to do Ambulance next?
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, go back to our Jake Gyllenhaal roots.
Directed by Michael Bay.
Yeah, I've heard I've heard the whole movie is just fucking nuts and a wild ride, and everyone's saying it's like just crazy. But I've heard the opening of the movie is just so insane.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
excited to watch it.
To do that. Yeah, I would have never known. There was another movie that I saw an ad for that's coming to theaters in July. It's called Vengeance. It's got B.J. Novak in it. I guess he wrote it and directed it.
That sounds kind of familiar, but I'm not sure.
It's like he was like on and off, I guess, with this girl, and like she gets murdered, but like her family thought that they were like super together when like they weren't. So like he goes to like visit her family, and they're like, I guess they're like super like, they're trying to find out who murdered her. So they like go on like a vengeance tour.
Oh,
like
shit.
Yeah, it looks funny, and it looks like, I don't know. I like the trailer.
That sounds really interesting. I'm gonna have to watch the trailer after this.
That could be fun.
Okay, I'm cool with that. That sounds really interesting too.
But yeah, it's coming to theaters in July, I do believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, I got a little hypothetical I think we could talk about. I felt like we've talked about it before in the past, but I got a little spin on it. We've talked about before being immortal and living forever and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because you're Batman, this is how I get it connected. Would you ever, if you had the option, and you can pick whatever age because it's hypothetical, whatever, would you become a vampire?
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to become a vampire.
But then you would be immortal. I mean, if you get staked, you die. But you'd live forever,
Right.
and you'd be okay with that if you were a vampire?
Sure.
Okay.
I would just turn like all my family and friends vampires. They wouldn't have a choice.
So then, what age, like, would you, like, for your kids, would you talk to them and be like, hey, you come to me at the age you want to be turned, and then I'll turn you and we'll do the whole process?
I probably would.
That'd be kind of fun. I bet you it'd be really exciting turning your kids into vampires. And then just, like, be like, oh, we're going to live this... And then you have to, like, train your kids to go fucking hunt people.
But would I do it, or would I have, like, a vampire I trust do it? I feel like it's a little weird.
I guess it is you like biting your kid's neck and shit.
I feel like that's a little weird. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Seems odd to me.
They're over like, Dad, can't you just have like Craig do it or something?
Yeah. Somebody.
Okay, well, maybe somebody else bites your kids and then they turn. But then like training your kids, like would you have to hunt people down, like eat people, or would you try to get fake like True Blood kind of thing, make your own True Blood?
I think it'd be fun to hunt people down.
I was thinking that too. That'd be pretty like get in a dark alley. Would you only do like bad people, or would you just be like fuck it, anyone's game because I'm hungry?
I would try to be like the Dexter of vampires.
Oh shit, I like that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
They have, it's only for PC, but they have like a new vampire battle royale game. And
really?
a couple of the guys I watched, they played it and they love it. It looks cool.
That sounds
but it's
really
only
cool.
it's only for PC.
You like your panties?
I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds really fun. That like, so in it, do you play as the vampires and the humans? Like, do you switch off, or like how does it work?
There's like computer humans in the game, and if you kill one, like you get like in trouble or something like that. But like you're a vampire trying to kill other vampires. I think. I think I've only watched one of them streaming a little bit, but I can't think of what it's called. But I'll do research and find out. I'll tell you right now. Hold on, it'll take me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. It says that Zooey Deschanel is married to Carl Glusman.
Well, shouldn't you looked up Zoe Kravitz?
That was earlier. I meant to tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, and no. She filed for a divorce in January of last year.
Oh man.
Vampire Battle Royale. Here we go. It is called Blood Hunt.
Blood Hunt.
Yeah, it says create your vampire, hunt for blood, dominate the night in this free-to-play battle royale, hunt and outsmart your rivals, and be the last one standing in this new battle royale game.
They should do a vampire game like that.
Well, if you ever get a PlayStation 5, you could play it.
Oh, okay.
So it's a PS5 and PC only. At the moment, I don't know if it'll ever come to Xbox.
Imagine like a vampire battle royale game, but like you can be any famous vampire. Like like you want to be Twilight, you can be Twilight. You could be Dracula. You could be Blade. You could be whatever kind of, and then you guys just battle each other.
It'd be cool.
That could be a fun game.
I feel like it would get old though.
Potentially, yeah.
I mean, you talking like a battle royale or like a Street Fighter?
No, like a battle royale.
Wow. Oh, okay, yeah.
But then you use like vampire weapons and guns to fight each other. So like a Warzone, but vampires.
Makes sense. It would be fun.
No Godzillas or anything in Warzone.
No, we don't need that.
We played that actually before. Well, as we wrap up, we played that the other day. We played one or two games of the Godzilla King Kong thing. What did you think about it? Because you've been really vocal about how much you fucking hate this stupid event. Now that you've played it.
I barely even got to shoot either of them. I never got to shoot.
I think the game ended. Me and Nick had like thousands and thousands of damage on them. You had like 36 or something.
Yeah, I just kept getting killed. It was like everywhere I landed, there was no guns or there was a person. Like, it's just right there. So it was like, wow, this is cool. And every time.
It was funny. Time. We stopped. We're like, oh, we'll play this. We'll switch it up, every other game. We did 2 of those, and you're like, this is fucking stupid. We're like, okay, I guess we'll just go play Rebirth, and we'll stick to that.
I mean, it was just, I was fine, but it's just like, it makes no sense to me. I never got to shoot, what is it? Which one shoots the blue laser beam?
Oh my god.
Come on. Shut the fuck up.
Godzilla does.
Okay, I never even got to shoot Godzilla.
Really? Wow. It was
No.
so me and Nick, we played it one day and it was pretty bad and boring. I was like, this is fucking. It was actually the first day, and I just kind of like you. I just kept dying, and I was like, this is dumb. I don't even understand what the point of this thing
I'm
is.
sure that it's fun if you don't get bear up every time you come back.
Yeah. But so then the second day me and Nick played, we made it all the way to the end. I think we even actually won. And we did win, and we made it. It was a fun week. Like won a couple, kept making it to the end. We were shooting Godzilla a shit ton, ranking up guns. It was a blast. So I was like, oh, it'll be really fun playing with you. And then playing with you, it just went right back to before. We just kept dying.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Any last things you want to say before I wrap up this bachelor party?
I don't think so. I think everyone should go watch Wambulance and. Yeah, come back next week and
come back next week and we'll
Do you want a blowjob?
We'll suck your cock right here on the podcast.
Oh, you know what? Real quick, touch base before I leave.
A little worried that reminded you of something.
No. They have. Did you ever watch that Love on the Spectrum?
I did not. I haven't watched it.
They have a US, and we watched the first 2 episodes last night. I thought about suggesting it, but I just don't think we could take it serious enough because.
Well, what if because of that? What if we? What if?
Can't. I will not.
No.
I will not.
Just hear me out.
I'll hear you out.
We watch these movies. We'll watch Ambulance and we'll watch other stuff, and then we just casually watch Love on the Spectrum, and we just bring up things here or there.
Sure. I mean, it's sad to me because I mean, like they're basically like big kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and all they want. Like this new season, there's a girl or a lady. I think she's like 21 or 23 or something. But her name's Abby, and like she's like obsessed with like Little Mermaid and like Disney, and like her room, like stuffed animals everywhere, like Barbie dolls like everywhere, and like she wants like a Disney like movie like. I just want to fall in love, and like it's just sad to me.
That
like,
is really
like,
that's really sad.
It's depressing. I mean, like they're cool. Like I don't want to say they're cool, but I mean, like I don't know how to explain it. It's like they I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll find someone eventually, but it's just sad because it's like
does it just seem hopeless? Is that what makes it sad? Like it seems like it's just in that or does it feel like they're being used by the show, or does it feel like the show's not?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they're I don't think they would have made a US if.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Because I think the first season was like Australia, and like the people that are doing it are Australian. So like, and it's the same people. But yeah, it's just interesting to me because. Like I said, I find it sad. I mean, they're it's fun. It's they're happy. It's not like they're, but I mean, like just some of the people. It's just like, man, like I feel super terrible for them. Like they just don't get to live a regular life.
Yeah, no, that's heartbreaking. I got a question about the show and
sure
about real life too a little bit with this, but we'll see. On the show, do they only date people on the spectrum, or like are you only like I couldn't go on the show and date someone on the spectrum, right?
I don't know. I never watched the Australian one. Abby watched it. She wanted to start the US one. I guess it just came out like Friday or something, or yesterday. I don't know. I've only seen 2 episodes, and it's that like 2 people have went on dates, and the people that were on the dates with were on the spectrum. So I'm assuming it's just I think they try to connect them with other people on the spectrum, but I don't know because, I mean, it just like I said, it's just sad to me. But it's interesting to watch because like they have like a therapist, not like a therapist, but like an autism teacher or whatever come in and like because like they don't know like they don't know like there's no it's almost like there's like no filter with them.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, like it's literally like they're like a child.
Well,
like,
I was just gonna say very childlike.
Brutally honest, like just like like
that's what I've heard about the show is that they are very brutally honest to each other on the dates.
Yeah, and it is, and I mean that stuff is it's funny, but it's also sad at the same time because it's like, I mean, like you crushing this person. It's funny to me because it's like,
but this person's probably like gonna have the
that's-
worst day of their life after this.
that's how more people should be, is honest and trying not to hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah.
When it comes to like dating and stuff. So it's interesting. So, and the episodes are like 22 minutes. So, I mean,
so they like
pretty,
speed by.
They're pretty quick. So, I mean, if you want to watch, I mean, I'm sure we'll be done by next Monday. So, like, if you want to watch a couple, and we can maybe talk about that with Ambulance too.
Okay, I like that. I got one last question. Well, I guess because we'll keep being on the show, so maybe we'll touch back on this later on. But from you watching it and just experience with life, ethically, do you think it is okay for someone not on the spectrum to date someone on the spectrum?
See, that's the thing. I feel like I without going super deep into thought and thinking about it, no, I don't, because
I agree.
It would be super easy to take advantage of some, not all, but there are some that you could like definitely take advantage of, or people, would take advantage of them. And
yeah,
I mean, it's just not cool.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's what I was thinking too, but that's what made me curious with the show, because I feel like people would make excuses any way they can to go on there and explain why they're okay with dating someone on the spectrum, stuff like that. But I feel like it's a little weird, and it gets a little strange when you step in there. Yeah,
no, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm sure that there are probably couples out there that, that there are good people that are dating or are married to someone who is on the spectrum.
Well, because also there's waves to it as well. So like,
yeah.
It gets confusing there. Boy, we should probably wrap it up. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe. Make sure you watch Ambulance next week, and we'll see you guys next time
on Pleeka's Bachelor Party.